How's it going, everybody? Hope everyone's doing well this Monday evening here. Look, Birds fell to 2-4 Thursday night, 20-22 loss to the Buccaneers in Philadelphia. At the link, Brock and I were in attendance for the game, right, Brock?
Yeah.
Look, it was a great environment, great time being there. I was at the game not go as we wanted to. Big tease. We down 28-7, came back tough, come back, make it 28-22, 2-point conversion. Could not get that last stop to get the ball back to the offense for one last chance to go in the game. So little thoughts before getting defense and offense. I mean, it's just a tough one. The offense could not get much going. They scored first after the Bucs scored, tied it up, and then a lot of 3-and-outs we'll get to in a minute. Defense at times got some stops, but couldn't get any stops in the red zone. 4 touchdowns in this game. Tough there. Got one turnover. Each team turned the ball over once. But so just not enough. We'll get into any thoughts before we get into offense defense here, Brock?
No, it was just kind of got out of hand in the beginning there. We brought it back close, but we just couldn't get a couple stops when we needed it. A lot of mistakes that we'll go over throughout that could have possibly affected the game in different ways, but we'll get to that in a little bit.
Yeah. So I'll start with defense first here. Defense, we defer the ball, so we get the ball. Bucks do the ball first game, go right down the field, touchdown. No big plays, right? Just go down the field, nice and easy. First down, 5 yards here, 5 yards here, 20 yards here. No pressure on Tom Brady. They had all the time back there in the pocket, throw the ball, hit his open receivers. And we'll get to it. But the whole game secondary didn't allow any big plays. But the linebackers could only make good tackles with running backs. Fournette, Ronald Jones there for short passes. Running game, they kind of ran the ball pretty good against us, especially at times. And it's the first drive to score, and then, like I said, it gets some stops here or there. The offense could convert, but just could not get a stop in the red zone. 4 touchdowns, and overall was all right, I guess, but nothing great.
The defense, we gave up a lot of running plays. The running backs were big in the pass game too. We saw Leonard Fournette get targeted a lot. I think the play action really for Tampa Bay worked for them, mostly solid. A lot of, like you said though, we didn't get a lot of pressure on Tom Brady in that. You saw it on the Antonio Brown touchdown. He scrambled, bought time, and corners can only stick with wide receivers for so long. Hit them and tried and touchdown. I think they on the O.J. Howard touchdown,
first
the first one. Ryan Kerrigan, I don't know if he was supposed to cover him. I think there might have been some miscommunication in the secondary for the Eagles.
Yeah.
But they attacked us. They attacked us with a strict point, and that was getting at our linebackers, making them make plays. And the defense, really, we didn't have any pressure, couldn't slow down the run, and you can only hang so long with a veteran quarterback like that and a pretty dynamic offense with a lot of good wide receivers.
Yeah, of course. I guess I'll add in here, we saw last week Carolina, right? D-line got home. Now this week, Tom Brady get the ball out quick as possible, or if not, he has all time. We didn't have any pressure on him. So done with Gannon's defense, they're not gonna allow the big plays, right? They're giving him underneath, but when you're doing that, you're not gonna get any pressure on him. Then they're just gonna get 5 yards, 15 yards.
Yeah.
And he's going to end the field and score. So that's just a big thing. Without getting pressure, it's going to be tough for his defense to really work, right?
And I think with Gannon's defense, too, is he expects tackles to be made as soon as the pursuit's there. And you saw it on a couple plays that the tackles weren't getting made, or if they were getting made, they were still getting 3 yards plus a tackle, which hurts you because 3 yards is a lot on second down. So it's stuff like that just has to get cleaned up for the defense-wise. Like you said, too, pressure. You're not going to get a lot of pressure in a 4-man rush all the time, especially against a good offensive line, which Tampa Bay has. But you gotta get pressure some way. And I personally would be a little hesitant to blitz against Tom Brady too, because he tears it apart. We blitzed once and he beat us, but you gotta find pressure from different sorts of the game, and we just couldn't get it. And he had all day.
Yeah, that's about it for defense there all day. And like you said, Tom Brady, their offense, they're eventually going to find ways to score after getting a bunch of stops. The offense not be able to get any points there, especially in the first half. It's tough playing Tom Brady. That Bucs offense will lead us into the offense for our Eagles now. Start off here. First drive, get the big fast interference call there. The next play, touchdown to Ertz. Obviously, great job. Good for Ertz. We'll get there later on after the offense. Bad talking about Ertz, but great for him in his last game. The Eagles, first drive, touchdown, going crazy. Spikes that ball. Crowd goes wild. Awesome for him. Awesome for the Eagles. Go back there and try to get up at 7 quickly on the first drive. But Brock, after that, the first half was tough to watch offensively. I mean, tough to watch. In attendance there, I think it was 3-and-out. We just watched the film here, and then we got a first down on that finally after the third drive or whatever, and then next play, interception, and then we had end the first half with another 2 or 3 for 3-and-outs. And, I'll let you get into it. We'll get into it here, but, first half, just first downs plays, man, negative yards on first down or no yards. That's tough. It's tough to really move the ball good after getting no yards on first down, and then we see Jalen Hurts missing reads, missing throws, and just not crisp. Well, first half thoughts here before we get second half again, I guess.
Yeah, so before we really get to critique things, like you said, slow starts on first downs. You got to get some yardage. Hopefully you can get 3 yards, make it 2nd and 7 at least. But when you're only getting 1 yard or negative yards, really puts you behind. The offense just couldn't convert when they needed to. The momentum wasn't there after the first drive at all. Misreads, bad throws, missed blocks, really, and the lack of a running game. We're not running the football. When we are, it's with our quarterback, and that does not distract anybody. There's usually a QB spy. So I think it was a lack of a lot of things, but the offense will really dive deep in a couple minutes here and really tear it apart.
Yeah.
But for the first half, I think it was pretty bland to say. A lot of missed throws, not finding the guys when they're open, stuff like that.
Yeah, and then the second half, we started off a couple more 3-and-outs after that. They kind of got it going on the big pass interference play on Rager, which ball's got to be completed. We'll get to that. Third and sooner from Hurts. Good pass interference call, get down there. Get a touchdown on 4th and 3. Hurts runs it in there. Makes it a 2-score game, and then obviously another stop, go down the field again. When that drive, that last touchdown was a pretty good drive there. Running the ball, makes a run, pass, makes of Hurts running, Miles Sanders, and the pass. That's what we got to do. It's what we got to do the whole game. Can't just do that in certain parts of the game, late in the game, down a couple scores, and then get ahead. Get a touchdown, 2-point conversion, make 20-22. Some good life there, but obviously, as mentioned, beginning of the game, could not get a last stop from the defense, so it falls short, and it falls short because what it did the whole first half and big in the third quarter. Absolutely nothing. So I guess we'll get into really dive down into deep into Hurts and Sirianni and the whole offense. My kind of thoughts is, look, it's a combination, play calling, Dick Sirianni, his coaching ability, but also Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts, we watched the film, it's not good. It's not good. A lot of throws there to be made. Well, you got Zach Ertz wide open at least 2 or 3 times, wide open for first downs. Didn't even look his way. Not even attempt to throw the ball there. Just brutal. And then the other throws, kind of the guys are covered. He's trying to make throws, fit it in there. It's not seeing the whole field. It's reads. It's got to be better, which he has done that in the past. Last year, this year, just got to do it more consistently. That's the big thing about Hurts. I see it there, potential still, everything. Just consistency is key, man. And until he gets like that, it's going to be trouble for Hurts in the offense. And then, I'll let you get in here, Brock.
Yeah, so my thing is it's a blame on both, but mostly towards Jalen Hurts. Jalen's conducting the play calls, like Travis mentioned, too. There's routes to be made. There's throws to be made. And I feel like, for me, looking at the film, watching it, every play call, you have a safety valve in. There's a certain amount of play calls that you don't, and when it's not there, you throw it out of bounds. But a lot of these play calls, I feel, for me, is he's finding his target before the play's even made. He has an idea who he's going to go to.
Yeah.
And if it's not there, his first instinct is to run. Like we watched, I forget what play it is exactly, but it's towards the middle of the field. Zach Ertz is wide open on a comeback route towards the opposite side of the field, and the play is intended to go to J.J. Arcega-Whiteside up the sidelines. There's a motion from Gainwell. It's a double move, pump fake, and he never looks at Zach's way. And Zach Ertz is wide open for at least a first down, if not more. If he makes a move, possibly you're looking at inside the 5, maybe a touchdown. Never looked at him. Wide open. There's nothing stopping that. Another play that comes to mind is, again, with Zach Ertz. He ran a post route towards the middle of the field. There was a 40-yard radius where he could throw this football and never even looked at him. And he came across his vision. Came across Jalen's vision. Never looked at him, and he threw it into bad coverage, frankly, compared to what the play had. And on that play, he also had Miles in the flat if he didn't like Zach for some reason. So it's stuff like that. I think the blame for Nick is I don't know what they're saying in the locker room, in the film room, with Jalen, I mean, the only thing you can say to Nick Sirianni is maybe simpler play calls, take away some of the command at the offensive line. I don't know what the offensive line reads are. For Jalen, though, you got to make better throws. You got to make better decisions. And, watching the game, you talk with other people, too. And the thing is like, really, how much blame goes on these read options and these RPOs?
Yeah.
Because, it's an RPO, which means it can be a run, it can be a pass, and it's an option, whether it is. So Nick is calling these with the intent, if the formation looks there, it's a run. So how much blame goes on Jalen for keeping the football all these times?
It's in his hands.
He is the Nick Sirianni or Shane Steichen is not calling it, Jalen, you keep the ball here. Like, there are specific action plays where it's a fake and it's meant to be kept. But RPO is whatever you see as a quarterback. Miles Sanders doesn't make the play call. Jalen Hurts does. So in some of these plays, Nick probably calls it, seeing the defensive formation there, like, this is clearly a running play, but if it's not there, we can pass it. So a lot of it goes on Jalen too. Like, he's keeping the ball, and some of these you see it's not there at all for a pass, and it's there for a run. So it's a big complaint about Jalen with the accuracy, ball placement, first reads, taking off way too soon, but mostly like on these keeps and stuff. You got to see the bigger picture and stuff. You don't always got to go for the home run. So that, for me, that was the problem with the offense for me.
Yeah, totally agree with you there. And probably run the most RPOs probably out of any team.
Oh, yeah.
I assume so. And it's like you said, it's all in his hands. That's why Sirianni gets questioned about it all the time. And hopefully they'll really go back down here in the film room, in Overcare this whole week. And after the Thursday game ended, they were back there studying. I mean, they got to scout a lot, because he said he's going back and look at all these plays, amount of RPOs. It's he's calling RPO. So it's runner pass option, like you said. And it's legit all in Hurts, whether he hands the ball off, keeps it. And like a lot of times, like you said, it's whatever the play's called, whatever he's supposed to go to right away, it's who he's looking at. He doesn't really, if it's not there, he'll still kind of throw it or whatever.
Yeah, he doesn't see the whole field.
That's key. That's so key. It makes you from here to here, right away.
And sometimes, I was talking to Trav about watching film, sometimes you just got to take what they give you. You got to take it. Like, if the flat route is open to Miles or Kenny Gainwell, and nothing else is there, throw it to him. But don't throw it to him too late where you're risking injury for them getting blindsided.
Yeah.
Like, there was a couple plays watching film where I told Travis, like, if I was Devontae Smith, I'd be having a talk with Jalen Hurts about the timing of that play. Because he throws it sometimes, and I get it, it's football, you're going to get hit. But there's sometimes where you have to be smart as a quarterback and be like, you know what, would I rather have an incomplete pass or get my wide receiver possibly injured and him dropping it anyway?
No, that's a really good point. And a lot of people say, Eagles do not use the middle of the field at all with Hurts. And honestly, that's probably the reason why, is because the amount of balls that are behind guys, they're not on time. Like we said, watching this, it's all about timing. And I guess if you throw ball, comeback routes or out routes, sideline, you can kind of get away with that a little bit. But throwing across the middle of the field, especially with your number one first-round draft pick, Devontae Smith, you do not want to get him killed. And I guess with Hurts' inability to kind of be more accurate with the ball as in his first year as a starter right now, that's probably the reason why. I mean, honestly, it's probably the reason why. It's by design.
It's timing and ball placement, too. Like, you're a big guy, too, on the ball placement. Travis talks about all the time balls being behind guys. If you throw a ball behind a guy in the middle of the field and he doesn't pick his head up to see what's coming at him, first off, it could be an incomplete pass with a big hit. Or if he takes 2 steps in a football move, that's going to be a fumble if it's behind him. So it's stuff like that, which is probably why we don't use the middle of the field, honestly.
Yeah. And then that play talking about earlier with Gainwell, Whiteside, and Hurts there. Yeah, Hurts wide open, but also, after the fake to Whiteside, it's not there. Get the ball to Kenny. If you're already looking at that side, because if you get the ball ready to Kenny Gainwell, it's at least by 5-10 yards, because nobody's very right away. Then he waited, and then goes to Kenny and he gets 2 yards. So it's stuff like that. Just gotta be quicker. And it comes, I guess, more reps, practice. Hopefully it'll improve this whole year. I mean, it's the number one thing. Right now we're 2-4. Cowboys 5-1, 3 games back. But they're head-to-head, so it's pretty tough divisions and probably real tough to get. But really, an extra wild card this year, 7 teams. So really a game back at wild card. They can get this together. I saw a stat from Twitter. Somebody's put out that we had the 3rd toughest schedule through the first 6 weeks. Now you have the easiest schedule here on out. Starts with Raiders down there in Vegas this Sunday. And then we got Detroit on Halloween, and Chargers coming back home in 3 weeks. So it's there. And then obviously you get Broncos, Saints, Jets, and then all NFC opponents after that pretty much. So it's there. Hopefully they can put it together. I mean, I'm still optimistic. You got some players on this team still. I mean, plays to be made out there. Hopefully Sirianni can find a way to have this stuff worked out and everything. But I guess what it comes down to Jalen Hurts, honestly. Defense should be fine, but Jalen Hurts has to be better. We know we do running the ball. He's our leading rusher. He's ran the ball, 3 touchdowns rushing, 4 touchdowns, whatever, last couple games. He'd do that great. And that's great when you get running and going. Hurts running the ball with the passing game. That's what the offense should really be.
That's a good point, too. You brought up about Jalen Hurts. It's like you look at it and we talk about this defense giving up the underneath stuff, the tackling issues. But really, in my mind, there's only been one game that we've played so far that the defense really did not give you an opportunity to possibly win the game, and that was the Chiefs game and the Dallas game.
Yeah.
There's 2 games right there that, frankly, both came against very, very high-powered offenses that love to pass it, run the football. So, besides those 2 games, the defense, 28 points at Tampa Bay is pretty doable, especially seeing that you held them there for a lot of stops that the offense just couldn't capitalize on. So I think that's really big for me. And like you said, it's going to come down to the offense. Like these next 6 weeks, the Chargers are a good team. Raiders on paper are a good team, but they're going through a lot too.
Yeah. Should be Eagles fans invading stadium down there in Vegas. And a lot of Eagles fans will be there. So. Yeah. It's where we are right now. It's tough. Obviously, not the way we wanted. A lot of people are saying, I see on Twitter, a lot of takes are like 2-4, where a lot of people said we would be, just not the way how we got there. That's what a lot of people are saying. Just a horrible kind of play call here or there, hurts us play, defense, everything. But you know what? It's where we are, and just gotta get a good week of practice in here and head out to Vegas and get a win.
Yeah, welcome back, Lane Johnson.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Lane Johnson, man. Happy to be back. Happy to have you back, man. Hopefully, we're going through, worked out, and keep working through it, man. Depression, anxiety, nothing to mess around with. But I'm happy to be back with the team, and I look forward to seeing you back out there Sunday and 3 weeks back in the link with the fans there.
Yeah, and thank you, Zach Ertz.
Yeah, I made a little video about it, but again, Zach Ertz, man. What a heck of a career in Philly. Philly legend. Since 2013, being drafted with Lane there. All the years, ups and downs, Super Bowl, obviously the game-winning catch, 4th down conversion, and coming back after last year, fighting through training camp, being here in the first 6 weeks of the team, working with all the young guys, everything, and coming out there, wanting to play in that final game, sold out link, and go out there and playing a great game as he did. Just thank you, Zach Ertz. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, no, way to be a true Philly guy. Go out and play your last game, risking a lot, and just say thank you and good luck in Arizona. Have fun.
Yeah, what he did coming out there, he didn't have to talk to the press after he got traded, but he wanted to talk to the guys he's been talking to his whole career in Philly, and what he said about playing in Philly. I don't know the whole quote, I watched it a couple times, but I'm saying how the toughness you need here, they're going to bully you. They don't care what you post on social media. They just care to come out there and work Monday through Saturday, every week, putting the work in to get better for Sunday. That's what he said he loved about Philly. They love the Eagles, they love the players, and that's what he cherishes most about Philly. Yeah, so thank you, Zach Ertz. Welcome back, Lane, and let's go get a W in Las Vegas this Sunday. Let's get a 3-4. That's all we got today. I'm signing off. I'm Travis. He's Brock. Let's go, Birds.
Go, Birds.